Silvia Estefan Sanchez Viesca Ortiz, known to her loved ones as Fany, was allegedly kidnapped by a member of Los Zetas cartel who handed her over to Alaska in exchange for not killing him in November 5th, 2004. Fany was just 16 years of age. Fany was leaving a basketball game once when she allegedly crossed paths with Salvador Alfonso Martinez Escobedo, also known as Commander Squirrel, a member of the Zetas cartel who allegedly handed her over to his boss, Heriberto Lascano Lasca, who asked for the young woman in exchange for not killing him. That day, the story of one of the most famous disappearances in Mexico began. Many stories have been said about Fany. Some say that she became the wife of Alaska, who was killed by the Navy in 2012. Fany studied high school at the Spanish school in her native Torreon, Coahuila. She liked sports and the music of Britney Spears. Her parents recalled that she liked to play with stuffed animals and would return to her room. The family had been moving to a new neighborhood for 2 months already. The day she disappeared, she arrived at a friend's house. She went to her friend's house because she needed to borrow some money. Somebody had stolen her money for her bus ride home. After a basketball game, she went to support her schoolmates, but apparently she never took the bus back. The night went on without the young lady appearing. The next morning, they began their search. 6 months before her disappearance, Fany had told her mother that in the streets to her previous address, she realized that they were taking pictures of her from a car, and when she ran, that car followed her for a few minutes, but nothing more happened. After that incident, they never paid attention. Days after her disappearance, an anonymous message deposited in a box in a restaurant in which her parents asked for financial support was placed. In the message, it told them to search in Matamoros, Tamaulipas, because allegedly Fany was working in a brothel. And to back up their message, it said that they had seen Fany disappeared on the 5th of November in the Club Fox with a couple of other young women in a truck. However, those messages were disproven thanks to the investigations of the police. Fany was allegedly kidnapped by Commander Squirrels on orders of Lasca. Both Lasca and Commander Squirrel were already being wanted by the state of Coahuila before this incident. And some people reported that Fany had a child in the U.S. by Alaska. Her parents could never wrap their head around how Fany could be around people like Los Zetas, let alone have a boyfriend of them. Those rumors were strongly backed when Lascano appeared in a wedding next to a young woman very similar to Fany, who by then had already given birth to that alleged child. However, the mother of Fany assured that the young woman who appeared in the photograph was not her daughter. Allegedly, the young woman in the photo also contacted Fany's mother to tell her she was not Fany and she was not gonna give her false hopes. That part of the story is kind of weird to me because even if she was to call her, she could be Fany and she could have been threatened by, that crazy psychopath. The mother of Fany also created a group that is dedicated on looking for disappeared women. And sadly, Fany's mother gave hopes on finding Fany alive. She bashes the authorities and the Mexican government for letting her down. And in her heart and mind, she only has that final memory of her daughter when she was departing in the morning to go to school with a backpack in her back.